getting into the late game in Palworld, you're going to need a ton of ore, you're going to need a ton of ingots, and you're going to need a ton of weight. Obviously, aside from increasing your weight in the game, whenever you get up in your stats is the easiest way to do it. Currently, my stats, I have, if I can even go to the right thing here, I got 1,480 weight. But, as you can see, it's boosted. My defense is boosted, my health is boosted. In my party, I have a Bronze Cherry Aqua, a Lunaris, a King Paka, and a Kativa. Every single one of these helps increase your max carrying capacity. Whenever you go out, if you're doing ore runs or you're doing whatever, these are, in my opinion, the best ones to have. There are a few of them. I'll put a chart up here now. There's a few of them that do help you carry your weight. Obviously, some are easier to get than other ones. The Kativa is very easy to get. Lunaris isn't that hard to get. Bronze Cherry Aqua and the King Paka and the Ice King Paka might be a little harder to get, but there are a couple little low-level ones you can help. Obviously, if you are doing this, your weight is a really important skill that you want to get up. The health isn't too important to me. I mean, mine's pretty high because I just kept increasing it because I didn't know what I was going to need. But in these games, you're always going to need weight. So essentially what you're going to do, as you can see, I have 1,480 weight right now. I think without my party, I have roughly 1,100. So I have a pretty decent weight to begin with. All I'm bringing with me, my essentials, I got my grappling gun, my weapons, my pickaxe. Obviously, you're going to need your pickaxe. And I bring my hot and my cold armor because I have a couple mining spots. I have one over here, a couple of them in the desert, as I've seen in my last video. I found that ore spot, got another ore spot there, a couple little coal spots there, and I have another spot up there. But in this one, I'm just kind of collecting ore, so just to kind of show the easiest way. I do have a mining base here. It's got a bunch of dig toys and everything you're supposed to have, but I mean, it doesn't really yield a ton of ore very quickly. If you're, if you're on for a few hours, it will give, 200-300 ore, and it's kind of nice to have. But if you've gone mining in this game, if you actually, don't just AFK the game the entire time, you will see that you can get ore a lot quicker than your mining base as well. A lot of times the pals will just randomly stop working for me. I don't know why. They'll just, I'll load into the game, and until you go to the base, it seems like unless you visit the base for the day, they don't actually do anything. Because I was on for a few hours, I left, I was AFKing, literally just not doing anything, and then I went back and I went to that base. They didn't have a single ore mine, they didn't have a single rock broken, there was nothing in the chest, it just seemed weird that none of them wanted to do anything. So basically what we're going to do here, I'm going to go to one of my mining spots real quick and show you basic strategy here. This is a good example of why you always bring your weapons with you as well. No matter where you're at, it always seems like these guys are just out and about. Even in this kind of low-level area, it's not really the highest level area. It's right next to the Petalia. But if you go to Hypocrite Hill, here is a mining spot right next to it. 89, negative 261. This is a pretty decent ore spot as well. Found this a little bit earlier today. Right here we got actually 8 rocks, which is a pretty decent start. So, refined metal pickaxe is obviously going to be the best. I don't know why Ragnarok is attacking Robin Cole, but you can also obviously bring your mining pal with you. I use my Ragnarok just because of the fact that I'm fine with pickaxing it. You can bring a dig toys, you can bring an Astagon, you can bring, not an Astagon, I don't know why I said Astagon. You can bring your mining pals that you can ride, that you can effectively mine with, but a refined metal pickaxe is fine with me. But all this is letting you do is just max out your weight, get as much ore as you can. On my world, I do not have, I took item death drops off, so whenever I die, if I'm really far from my base, I will literally mine and then just die. Just because of the fact that I don't want to have to. Sometimes if I'm, right there and I don't feel like going there or there, I'll just take my hot gear off, I'll die a lot quicker than I can actually get back to my base. So, that's an easy way to do that as well, if you have your item drops off. But refined metal pickaxe is fine for me. Again, there are a couple mining pals that you can use their saddles, that you can mine with them and everything, but the speed's fine with me. As you can see, you can hold a lot of weight. Again, my weight's about, I think, about 1,100 and some. I'll find out here in a minute. As soon as I get back to my base, I will check it. I'm about to be maxed out in weight. You want to mine right until you're just about at your max weight. So you don't, I'm 40 away. Okay, he's angry. I'm 40 away, so that's going to be good for me. Just because of the fact that every ore weighs a good amount. So you're not going to be able to get, thousands of ore at once. Now, if anybody's ever played Ark, you'll know, the Super Stacks mod, you could literally have 9999 of everything and it would weigh 0.1. That was a great idea, but this game doesn't have people are modding it. This game doesn't have integrated mods yet. That would be a really cool thing that they could do, They could add integrated mods, so like you could do stuff like that. You could go and mine like 15,000 ore at a time, not have to worry about it or anything like that. But in one run, I get 160 ore. I got 300 gold coins as well, but I get 160 ore off of that, which, not too shabby. We're just going to cancel this real quick. Jump up there, grab that. So, if we take 160, and we do max 160, we could make 40 pal ingots off of that. Obviously, you need the palladium fragments as well, but 40 pal ingots. Sadly, that's only 4 legendary spheres, which is what my current goal is, just because of the fact that once you get up into the pal deck, I'm only around like number 50, 60. There's a few of them. I'm currently on Sweepa. There's a couple of them that are like nighttime that I just really CBA with trying to do right now, but my goal is to literally go through, catch everything that I can, because it's the fastest way to level up in this game. Go through, catch everything that I can, all complete to the 10, and so far I'm on Sweepa. But you'll notice, as you start getting further and further up and further up, and stuff gets like level 30, level 40, and stuff like that, even a legendary sphere, which is pretty far down here at level 44, even a legendary sphere will have trouble catching some things, which the legendary is the last and final sphere that you can get. So, I mean, kind of sucks that some of them only get to like 40 or 50%, but being that that's the best sphere that you can get, you know, you don't really have a choice but to just get as many pal ingots as you can. So again, you can find easily a bunch of mining spots like that, and you just rinse and repeat the process. Obviously, you can make a couple mining bases. I plan on making a probably coal mining base up on the mountains somewhere, or maybe a quartz mining base somewhere, but as for the regular ore mining base, it's pretty decent, but again, it seems like me just going there with my pickaxe, mining all of them in like 30 seconds and going back to my base is much more efficient than waiting on them to do it for like 20, 30 minutes. Granted, if you're just AFK or, you know, you're doing something else in the game, then yeah, mining bases are great. But in my experience, doing it just like this, maxing out your weight, getting your pals that also help max out your weight, that's the easiest way to do it. Again, you gotta be careful because these idiots are just running around everywhere. Not that they're a super threat. Obviously, if you're in late game, you can just one-shot them, basically, which is why, again, I always bring my crossbows and stuff. Yeah, I almost one-shot it. But I'm just too lazy to make assault rifle bullets right now. But this is basically it. You go, you find as many mining spots as you can, find out where you can easily fast travel to them, you max out your weight, you get the right party, you fly there, and then you rinse and repeat. I know I'm going to be doing this for a while, because again, I need to make a ton of legendary spheres, and as you get up in there, you need 10 palmetal spheres to make, or you need 10 palmetal ingots to make one sphere. And as you've seen, all of those that I could make, I could literally only make one, basically a few spheres out of that, and that was an entire inventory full. So it kind of sucks that you're going to have to, you know, do a lot, but grinding is part of these games. You're not going to be able to just go and be like, oh yeah, you know, I'm already max level, I've already caught every single thing in the game. It was super quick, super easy. Now, just like in Pokemon, you're not going to be able to just power through it. You're not just going to have, you know, hundreds of Master Balls right away. You are going to have to work. So we're going to cancel that again, max that out, and now, as you can see, we can make 89. But, again, 89 palmetal ingots seems like a lot, but you come up here, just to make one sphere, one legendary sphere, you need 5 of them, which kind of sucks. So right now I can only make 6 of them, so 89 of them. I'll be able to make a pretty decent chunk, almost like maybe 18 of them, something like that around there, but it's really not a lot, because again, once you start getting up into here, you know, you're going to start coming down here, you're going to start getting to the Ragnarhawks that are level 30 something, sometimes 40 something, you're going to get to Sibylix. You're going to get to these things that, especially like the Blaze Howl Nox, I've ran into that a lot, the Wumpos, just everything up here is going to take a legendary sphere to even have any chance of catching it, like, pretty easily. And it sucks because, oh yeah, you know, you got to catch 10 Grizzbolts, you got to catch 10 of these, you got to catch 10 of these. So if you think about it, you want to catch 10 of them, you're going to need at least 10 Pal Spears, legendary, to make it easy. You need more than that. Okay, they broke it. Okay, well, then you're going to have to do a lot more than that. So that's going to be, you know, how many ingots is that going to be? You need 10 Pal Spheres to make each one. You're going to need 5 ingots, so you need 50 ingots. But, oh, no. I hate this bug. That's a good example of something that's really bad in this game right now. if you've ever noticed when you get raided, they will literally eat every single thing in your base right away. But I'm getting raided, so I'm gonna take care of these guys real quick before I end this here video. I don't think Kativa's gonna take care of them real quick. I'm gonna take care of these boys before I end this video real quick. Beautiful. Good job, Ragnarok. Alright, anyway. To recap the entire video here real quick. Oh no, they are in my base. What is going on over here? Alright, hold that thought. I need to go murder this guy as well. There we go. Okay. Now that the threat's been eliminated, and I need to repair half my base, apparently. To recap the entire thing, just to be sure that everybody understands, every single one of these pals, and the ones that were in the demographic, which I can put up again, they all help you carry the max carrying capacity. Unfortunately, they do not stack, so if you get the regular Bronze Cherry and the Bronze Cherry Aqua, you can see right now mine is at 1480. But if we go and we snag a regular Bronze Cherry out of here, if I can even find where it went, I just had one, I think I seen it there. So it was at 1480, you do that, it goes to 1430. As you can see, you cannot stack them. I wish you could, because then I would literally just go catch a bunch of King Packers and immediately just keep doing that. But unfortunately, you just can't do that. So you empty your inventory completely, keep your cold and your hot armor, you get your refined metal pickaxe, or you can replace like the Ragnarok with one of the rideable mounts that will help you mine. There's a couple of them. There's like Dig Toys, there's a Reptyro, and you know, you can make it easier on yourself that way. I just prefer hitting it with my pickaxe because I do not really care about trying to make it quicker. And that's basically the gist of it. Find a mining spot that you like. I've got a couple there. There's an ore spot there, a couple coal spots there, a couple coal spots, and an ore spot there that I usually go to because you're going to need a lot of ore in the late game. Hope this video helped. If it did, like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one.
I will be the best, headed out for change, I just started on my quest. Yeah, the world will know my name, I'm excited, I'm obsessed.